Testing. Today is Tuesday, July 8th, 2025, and the board meeting is now called to order. It is currently 6:01 p.m. All of our board members are present with the exception of Director Hudson. Director Harnisch, will you please read the land acknowledgement?
I would be happy to. Thank you. We're gathered here today on the land of the Kalapuya, who are represented by the Confederated Tribes of the Grand Ronde and the Confederated Tribes of the Siletz Indians. The relationship between the Kalapuya people and this land continues unbroken to this day, and we offer gratitude for the land and for the generations present and past who have stewarded the land since time immemorial. We respectfully acknowledge and honor past, present, and future Native American and Indigenous students and staff of Salem-Keizer Public Schools. We invite you to join us in honoring these ancestral grounds and celebrating the resilience and strength of all Native American and Indigenous people.
Will you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Superintendent Castaneda, are there any modifications to the agenda?
There are none.
Thank you. I will turn this portion of the agenda over to Attorney Jacobson, who will swear in our new board members and student advisors. Just a quick note that we'll have each board director and student advisor head to the photo backdrop to be sworn in. After you are sworn in, there will be time for a few photos. Attorney Jacobson, I'll let you take it from here.
Thank you, Chair Richardson. We'll start with Director Harnisch. So we have a mic.
Oh, got it.
Okay. Will you raise your right hand? Okay. You would say, I, Lisa Harnisch,
I, Lisa Harnisch,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the laws of the state of Oregon
and the laws of the state of Oregon
and the policies of the Salem-Keizer School District
and the policies of the Salem-Keizer School District
during my term.
during my term.
I will faithfully and impartially discharge
I will faithfully and impartially discharge
the responsibilities of the office
the responsibilities of the office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my abilities.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
No, I put it over there. Director Parker, you are next.
Okay.
You've raised your right hand.
Yes,
I, Jennifer Parker,
I, Jennifer Parker,
do solemnly affirm
I do solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the laws of the state of Oregon
and the laws of the state of Oregon
and the policies of the Salem-Keizer School District.
and the policy of the Salem-Keizer School District.
During my term,
During my term,
I will faithfully and impartially
I will faithfully and impartially
discharge the responsibilities
discharge the responsibilities
of the office
of the office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
ready, Director Guzmán Ortiz?
All right, let's
Okay.
do this again.
I,
I,
Karina Guzmán Ortiz,
Karina Guzmán Ortiz,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the laws of the State of Oregon
and the laws of the State of Oregon
and the policies of the Salem-Keizer Public School District.
and the policies of the Salem-Keizer Public School District.
During my term,
During my term,
I will faithfully and impartially discharge
I will faithfully and impartially discharge
the responsibilities of the office
the responsibilities of the office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my abilities.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll do it later. We'll do a group one later.
Okay, this is ours.
Okay.
Will you raise your right hand, please? You know a little bit about this raising your right hand thing. I, Mel Fuller,
I, Mel Fuller,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the laws of the State of Oregon
and the laws of the State of Oregon
and the policies of the Salem-Keizer Public School District.
and the policies of the Salem-Keizer School District.
During my term,
During my term,
I will faithfully
I will faithfully
and impartially discharge
and impartially discharge
the responsibilities of the office
the responsibilities of the office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, we will next swear in our first student advisor. So you raise your right hand, please. Okay. I, Jolee McMahan,
I, Jolee McMahan,
as a student of Salem-Keizer Public Schools
as a student of Salem-Keizer Public Schools
and as the appointed student advisor to the school board,
and as the appointed student advisor of the school board,
do hereby affirm
do hereby affirm
my commitment
my commitment
to represent all students
to represent all students
and bring the voice of all students
and bring the voice of all students
to the school board.
to the school board.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, wait. Thank you.
Okay, and our second student advisor, will you raise your right hand, please? Okay. I, Jaxon Woods,
I, Jaxon Woods,
as a student of Salem-Keizer Public Schools
as a student of Salem-Keizer Public Schools,
and as the appointed student advisor to the school board,
and as the appointed student advisor to the school board,
do hereby affirm
do hereby affirm
my commitment to represent
my commitment to represent
all students
all students
and to bring the voice of all students
and to bring the voice of all students
to the school board.
to the school board.
Congratulations.
I like the way you're almost cracking up here.
Like trying to reach over.
Your pad for Ashley. The official, the handoff. You do? Oh, okay, never mind that. I missed that. Oh, really?
You got a great board and a terrific chairperson.
And how are you doing?
All you guys look good. I'm Tom Edwards. I used to work here.
Did you get one with your head?
Did you go to law school with Dad?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 kids. With Judge House. Celia House is Judge Celia House is his wife.
Take your flowers. Okay. Take your flowers.
I was too slow.
Neil, you have anybody?
Just a moment.
That looks so beautiful. That would be a nice picture. You should send it to your enlarge it. No kidding.
This is right. This is from
This is
your dad.
yeah. So you have to keep that.
Yeah.
This is a milestone. Inspiring milestone. Oh.
That we can reach out to his friends several times if we wanted to.
We can take break time.
Let's give a round of applause to our new board members. It's that time of year when the board holds elections for board officers. As a reminder, there must be a majority vote of 4. Board members to select a new chair, vice chair. If a nominee does not receive 4 votes, a second round of voting will take place. We start by taking nominations for board chair. No seconds are required. Do I have a nomination for the 25-26 school year board chair position?
I'd like to make a nomination.
Okay.
Cynthia, I would like to elect you as chair for the board to continue in your amazing work.
Director Harnisch has nominated Director Richardson for chair. Are there any additional nominations? Did she say? At this time, we will call for a vote. All in favor of electing Cynthia Richardson as the 25-26 board chair, raise your hand and say aye.
Aye.
Aye. I think it was unanimous?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We should turn the gavel over to you.
There you go.
Next, we'll have nominations for first vice chair. No seconds are required. Do I have a nomination for the 25-26 school year first vice chair position?
You want to do it?
I'll go first. It's been a joy to serve as first vice chair this last year, but I'd love to nominate Director Harnisch for first vice chair for 25-26.
Director Ortiz has nominated Director Harnisch for first vice chair. Are there any additional nominations? Do I have a motion? Oh, we got the motion, I'm sorry.
Don't need it.
All those in favor of electing Director Harnisch as our first vice chairperson, please raise your hand and say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The vote is unanimous.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Director Harnisch. At least we have to move faster. Next, we'll take nominations for second vice chair. No seconds are required. Do I have a nomination for the 25-26 school year second vice chair position? Yes.
Board Chair Richardson, I would like to nominate Karina Guzmán Ortiz.
Director Fuller has nominated Director Guzmán Ortiz as second vice chair. Are there any other nominations? All of those in favor of electing Director Karina Guzmán Ortiz as the 25-26 vice chair, second vice chair, raise your hand and say aye.
Aye.
Aye. It's unanimous.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations to our new board leadership members. We don't have to switch places.
Same gavel, louder.
You don't even need a
Oh, okay, I'll just keep that one, okay. Thank you for your confidence in me. It is now time for the public comments portion of the school board meeting. As a reminder, we provide an opportunity for public comment virtually, in person, or in writing. Tonight, there was no signups for public comment. I don't think we need a break. We'll move right on to the consent calendar. Superintendent Castaneda, do you wish to provide further review of any items on the consent calendar?
No, I do not, thank you.
Is there a motion to approve the consent calendar?
I do.
Dr. Sandegiri has made a motion to approve the consent calendar. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Director Harnisch, second the motion. I'm sorry.
Our script,
I'll go back. All in favor of the, what did I do? The consent calendar, please raise your hand and say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Congratulations.
Unanimous. At this time, we will have the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Madam Chair, again. So the superintendent's comments tonight are going to be, I think, maybe a healthy complement to the celebration, but also the seriousness of the role of all board members when you step up to this kind of responsibility. I'm going to go back and read one portion of the oath and then make my comments. So the portion of the oath that I wish to repeat. I do solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the laws of the state of Oregon, and the policies of the Salem-Keizer Public School District. Not to gloss over that, because this is a period of uncertainty, of confusion, and I think of a situation in which many of those commitments are likely to be tested. And so my comments tonight are going to focus on developments that happened last week at a federal level. Before I talk about them, I will say the most important thing to our most important people, which is our students and our staff. Despite the federal uncertainty and rashness of federal action, Salem-Keizer Public Schools maintains the reserves to ensure that the staff who are federally funded will continue to be funded throughout this school year. That is our commitment to our students and to our staff. And that is the benefit of having healthy reserves, which we have debated and discussed multiple times in my time with this organization. I will say again, our students and our staff can be assured that our reserves enable us to support our federally funded staff regardless of the federal actions that seem to be happening. That is not a long-term and sustainable commitment, but that is the one that we gratefully make for this school year. So last week, there were two different things that happened all about the same time. One was a federal action which appears to suggest the withholding of federal funding for the fiscal year that started 8 days ago. This is largely unanticipated and has caught most of the nation by surprise. The second action that happened about the same time was the passage of a federal bill that makes more permanent the cuts that are already newly considered for this year. So think of it as a two-stage arrival of extremely difficult news for every public school in America. So for Salem-Keizer Public Schools, while there's still a lot of policy analysis to be done, consider this something in the range of $6 million in unanticipated federal funding cuts. The federal reductions target families and students experiencing hunger and homelessness, those who rely on Medicaid, those who are English language learners, those with mental and behavioral health needs, migrant students. In short, it does not require a discerning policy eye to see the rash inhumanity of these cuts. These are reductions aimed absolutely at our most vulnerable populations. But to be a strong institution is not to linger over the things that have happened or lament or criticize the fact that they seem to be underway. It is actually to plan for the decisive cultural protection that we are ready to implement, and that is exactly what we have been doing. Since January 20th, we have been saying versions of the same sentence the entire time. In Salem-Keizer Public Schools, all of our students deserve to be safe, respected, and welcome, no exceptions. Whether the threat is a policy threat, or a human threat, or in this case, a funding threat, that sentence still holds. All students deserve to be safe, respected, and welcomed, no exceptions. This commitment comes from our deep-seated dedication to our students, to our families, and our community. It isn't truly changed by the policy environment in which we find ourselves, it is truly deepened when the policy environment and the funding environment threatens that core value. That belief comes from within us, which makes it one of the safest and most precious beliefs that we have. And so as we prepare for the year that's coming, I actually, once again, could not be more proud to say, we believe this because we are Salem-Keizer Public Schools. And this is a time when schools are as important as they have ever been. And they will be as protective of our students in our community as we can possibly be. We will do that in community. We will do that in dialogue. And if necessary, we will do it with the fierceness that our students deserve. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As a reminder, everything in the Information Standard Reports section is provided for the board's review ahead of the meeting. At this time, we will have our board reports section of the agenda, where directors and student advisors share work from formal committee assignments and activities of the board related to youth programs and school district activities since the last board meeting. At this time, I'm gonna call on you, Dr. Sandegari.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I thought you were going to start with
I thought you would model.
Oh my God. Well, I am so happy that we have a new board, and I really want to say thank you very much for stepping up in this uncertain times and running for the school board, because education is the only way in which we can bring the plane, equalize the plane, and, you know, bring about changes. And whether it's an immigrant family or not, education is important. And, you know, teachers have union, superintendents have union. We are like the union leaders for the children and students. So I think we have to have that level of part of us when we are sitting in this role. So that's number one. And, you know, we all could be activists at some stage, but now we have to pivot to be policymaker and kind of reconcile with the reality of federal funding uncertainty, state funding uncertainty, etc. But thank God we have some stability of our board leadership. So that kind of small pockets are important. Now, talking of which, I want to recognize our chair for, you know, she seems to be getting lots of awards, I tell you. Every day there's an award. I lose track of it. On June 20th, Oregon Black educational pioneers celebrated their recognition of honorees. And she deserves it. I mean, it's like she comes from 4 generations of educators. So, Director Chair Richardson, I'm so proud of you for getting that award as an honoree. You were recognized in the Portland Art Museum. And so thank you for being there. And thank you for serving in so many boards, including, I don't know, one day I'm going to talk about you. Now, the second part I really wanted to bring about is the importance of locally elected board, which is the closest to the community, and the important role we should be playing. And because after we had an executive order that came from, very sudden executive order from governor talking about cell phone bans, which left very little time, I've been getting lots of calls. Now, what will happen to our students when they're walking in the street, and safety, and can they use it? So, you know, there are two sides of the same issues, but I really want to applaud our superintendent, because she was taking steps in trying to get the students, and step by step kind of implementing some parts of it, though not school-wide. So, and getting the feedback and doing it in a thoughtful manner. Because technology, whether we like it or we don't like it, is going to stay, and it's going to keep evolving. And there is a part of the community who will say we need to prepare our children to be safe when using technology and not to fight the technology. And then there are other students who are scared and anxious, and we have heard public comments here itself, you know, what will happen to our parents? We need a cell phone, we need to contact them. So there is a wide variety of feelings, and I've been fielding those phone calls, to be honest. Even on my vacation to Lake Tahoe, I've been fielding some of those phone calls. I wish this was left to the school board and not such abrupt decision, which, you know, now the school vacation and the school will open and we are going to be faced with having to have something in place. So this is an important role. I wish these are the kind of local decisions that school board should hopefully will start making, so that the governor don't have to step in and make such changes, abrupt changes, and then we are left scrambling on how do you pull it off in such a large school district with 37,000 thing. Are we going to have funding for that? Are we going to have somebody like policing this? It really sets off all kinds of challenges. I'm sure we'll figure a way out of this, but I wish it was left to the local boards and local districts. That's my only 2 cents I wanted to say. Otherwise, I had a nice vacation and got a chance to field some of these phone calls. And thank you very much. We will get through even the federal uncertainty, state uncertainty. We have to be laser focused on what our board goals are and get that in place.
Thank you. Director Harnisch?
Yes, first of all, I just want to say I am so honored to be able to continue to be a part of this board. I have to say, I tell people all the time, I'm sort of the really lucky board member in that I've had sort of a year to kind of get my feet wet. And I feel like we're just I'm ready to really roll up my sleeves even further. And also, I'm just so proud of the work that we've been able to do as a board, and I'm so proud of the goals that we have, and I'm so proud to represent alongside with each of you and with Superintendent your strategic vision, and particularly hearing about your message tonight. It just sort of fuels me even more. And so I'm just so proud to be a part of this community and so proud to be a part of this district. So thank you for that. I will say it's summer break. So I would say some official capacity. I don't have a whole lot to share, but I do know that there is a lot still happening, even though schools are not officially in session, in helping to make sure that kids are ready for kindergarten through getting registered. There's a lot of literacy pieces that are happening with schools helping to support families. So I'm excited about a lot of the growth that is happening right now, focused on literacy and getting kids off to a good start in the fall. Thank you.
Thank you. Director Guzmán Ortiz?
Thank you. I also just want to express appreciation and gratitude and recognize the privilege that it is to get to serve a second 4-year term on the Salem-Keizer Public School Board. And it's an honor to have new colleagues on the board and new student advisors. I'm excited to hear your voices and perspectives as we move forward this next year. And I also just want to state, 3 brief commitments publicly, which are to hold myself to, and I think just to reiterate, right, where it is and how it is that I want to show up in these next 4 years, honestly. One of them, to listen to our constituency, and that includes our students, that includes our families, our educators, our community members, and to challenge myself through that, right, to be open to new ideas and new solutions. And amongst that is the ability, right, challenging myself to hold that nuance for the proposed solutions and the impact that they might have on, again, our students, families, educators. Nuance can be really difficult. It can be really challenging. Sometimes it's easier for our minds and our bodies to go into the black and the white, but the work of the board is to hold that gray space, right, to think about the spectrum of issues and the spectrum of solutions, and to do the best that we can to move forward, right, and do the best good with the resources and the hearts that we have. So I look forward to doing that. And then lastly, and most importantly, I think it's always centering students. That is why I am here. I have a deep commitment and deep heart for education, educators, and overall it's our students, right? I have my kids in our school districts, but it goes far beyond that. We have over 38,000 students in our schools, and each one of them deserves care, attention, and our dedication. So that is my commitment, and I'll end just saying thank you to our educators who are out in schools supporting students. I might have a high schooler myself who's catching up and redoing some math, so I know that they're out there. I know that we are working hard, and I hope that, that we see you and the work that you're doing through the summer, because it's beautiful out there, but that is how our educators are committed to giving into our schools and our students, so thank you.
Director Parker, thank you.
Hello, thank you. I'm honored to be with these fine directors. And grateful for the community and everybody who elected me into this campaign. Like I said, I'm honored to be here. I'm excited about the next 4 years, meeting new students, families, teachers, learning about policies and growing on the board. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna save you.
You're gonna save me?
Yes.
Oh.
Because you're gonna add a little.
A
you know.
little something, something.
Yes, yes.
Fine, yeah,
So Jolee.
I am also very excited to be a student advisor, and I'm so grateful that I get the opportunity to not only share feedback, but help share voices from other students to really help advise you guys so we can make important decisions and take a step into bigger shoes to help make change in our community. Because this past year when I was on the superintendent's advisory, it was really great to share my voice in that, but I'm really excited to be in this bigger position this year and help our community and help inform the directors on decisions and stuff. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Jaxon?
Yeah, it's really weird, but really cool to be in this chair. Yeah. But it's awesome to have this opportunity to take the voices that often aren't heard by the powers that be, the powers, you guys. It's really cool to pass those on to you guys so you can make choices that best represent those students. In regards to what the superintendent said in her report, I mean, we have so many programs that our school, at least at Sprague, that we love. We have our unified program, which I think is really awesome, really unique. I love it. We have our Pacific Islander Club. We have our LGBTQ club. We have people from minorities in speech and debate and in the arts. And I hope and I have faith that our school district will be able to uphold those programs and help those students achieve their fullest potential. Thank you.
Thank you. Director Fuller?
Thank you. I'm going to say a few things before I put the pizzazz on.
Okay.
But one of my things that I said early on when I decided to pursue this seat is that I wanted to I wanted my core values of my campaign to be authenticity and joy. And I think that it's important to keep those things in mind when we do really hard work. And I hope to bring that with me. Gosh, you ready, Andrea? You want to do this? Okay.
Looking forward to that.
You, in case nobody's heard, I play the fiddle, and so that's a core part of me. It's a big part of my life, and I brought it with me tonight to play. So Andrea gave me permission to, and we're gonna do it. Larry, did you bring the banjo?
I would have if I.
Okay, hold on just a second.
This is going to be fun. 4 years.
You guys have 4 years of this coming.
Yeah.
The heat from the car makes the tune. All right, we're in tune. Thank you.
Wow, we have a lot of talent on this board. Looking forward to our board meetings. I have participated in CBEL. It's a community organization. They asked me to come and speak. It's an organization that's trying to make sure that all of the voices in our community are heard, that they get to speak and share what their needs are, and that we listen, and that we try our best to resolve some of the issues that we currently are having in our communities. I visited the Bold Black Brilliant program. It has over 100 students in it. It's just amazing to go and see the students. And yesterday, they had a lesson on hair braiding. That was interesting to see. And they also went to the Croc Center for a swim, and that was awesome. But they are just loving the opportunity to come and learn and share and get to know each other. I've also been a part of the Be Black Foundation. We had a library event where we invited students and families to come. We had storytelling. We also had an opportunity to see all of the resources that are available to students this summer. And we let them check out Kindles so that they could connect directly to those resources and participate in the library contests that are going on this summer. And we just want to support and focus on literacy, reading as much as possible. So that was very satisfying. And then we had an event at the Croc Center for our students and families to come and just get to know each other and to have an opportunity to participate in swimming and eating pizza and just talking about what they need, what students feel that they need in order to be successful. It's been very, very rewarding to participate in those events. I saw on our desk when we came in the event July 15th, the Salem-Keizer Resource Fair. I want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to participate, come and participate. Yes, you need to register for it, but yes. Is there anything else that needs to be said about that resource fair?
I'll just say we're trying to create more opportunities for students and families new to the district to come and engage with with our schools. We're going to have lots of people there to support families who are new to our district and others who are trying to complete the online enrollment verification process. So there'll be a lot of help. It's a fun event. It will be our first year doing this, and just to clarify, you do not need to register to come to it, but you will be registering students when you come, your students.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rebecca, we're happy to have you back. Thank you for all you do. And my goal and mission is to impact the lives of others. This will be my 46th year as an educator. And my mission and my theory is it doesn't matter what title you have, what house you live in, what car you drive, how much money you have. What really matters is how many lives have you impacted. That's my goal and my mission. Thank you for being here this evening. It is currently 6:47. This meeting is dismissed.